All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Brachak Wadash. I'd like to give double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone that do well. Peace and salutations to the elect, the hopeful elect in the 1/3, pushing this 100% truth across the four winds so we can see the elect and make it to the kingdom. All right, this is a video that just came out, I believe, yesterday, and this is a riot that is going on in Colombia, all right, under the Go Skate Day. All right, there was a parade for Go Skate Day, which promoted basically skateboarders to go through the streets. But then, in a turn of events, police and the citizens started clashing. All right, and now you got what? Uproars of the people. Okay, but what I want to focus on is not only all right are more uproars popping off every day throughout the earth. All right, but it's getting worse. Okay, because look at this in particular scene of these police officers and these two women. Watch what he does. He hits her, and then look at this. Bam! You see that, man? Hey, this is serious. Okay, I'm gonna get a couple of scriptures. We're not gonna make this too long, but hey, we're gonna bring this out, man. These are the days that we are living in, man. Okay, things are about to start getting real bad on these streets. All right, people are not gonna care about you because you're a woman or a child or an elderly. Okay, people are going to start just becoming in a more beast like state. Okay, they're gonna start acting more beastly. All right, this is Matthew 24:12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Iniquity, all right, is abounding all through the earth. All right, meaning there's no comfort, there's no aid. So people are getting into this survival of the fittest mode. All right, they're getting into this kill or be killed. All right, mine need to eat, my house needs to eat, my family needs to eat. All right, and then you see on these streets there's no respect of persons. All right, which that's judgment. That is how it's supposed to be. But this world hasn't seen that. This world hasn't experienced that. Okay, this is Matthew 24:8. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Okay, these we are witnessing the beginning of sorrows, man. All right, and we've been saying this, starting with our elders, our apostles. All right, they've been constantly pushing this out, constantly pushing this out. But we live in a careless society. Okay, the society that we live in, which you know as America, all right, which is the virgin daughter of Babylon, has high spells over it. All right, so people think because the lights are still on, you can still go to McDonald's and Burger King and graduations, you know, and you still see your city lights. You know, people think you're still in a good state when really America is going to be ground zero, man. Okay, because you have things popping off all over, but when it hits America, that's when it's completely just gonna the shit is gonna hit the fan. Okay, but people think because they see it in Colombia, they see it in Venezuela, they see it in Paris, they don't think it's gonna touch the shores of America. You know, they don't think that it's gonna come to America. No, it's coming to America. These are just these are just scenarios that you're seeing play out. All right, before it really touches down here, man. All right, and it's going to be very bad in these streets. All right, it's going to be very cutthroat in these streets. You know why? Because America's already cutthroat. Americans are already inconsiderate. All right, on my day to day, my commute, on my day to day life that I have to live here, I see the rudeness in people, the selfishness, the inconsiderateness, just how they carry them, the whorish nature. All right, the America is already divided against themselves. Okay, America is already divided. Let me put that real quick. Kingdom divided. Let me just get that real fast. Let's see. Let's see. What's it, Matthew's? Yep. This is Matthew's 12:26. And if Satan casts out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? Right. America is completely divided against itself right now, man. So you can only imagine when this really starts coming to America, how is it going to stand? It's not, because America is divided already. You got Democrat versus Republican. Okay, so these when we're seeing these uproars of the people throughout the earth, that should warn you, admonish you, behoove you. All right, to understand what's coming here to America. Okay, when you see things popping off, like and it's spiritual too, because it's like people are just in the spirit to riot. Like people are actually in the spirit to revolt. You see, they're in the spirit to revolt. Okay, this is First Thessalonians 5:1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. Right? Okay, because you can just like a woman who's pregnant, she can have her due date, she can have this and all this happy go lucky. But what do they always show you? A woman's water breaks when she least expects it. All right, and everyone's going nuts. The guy, he's running around, he's trying to find the bag, and they got to get him to the hospital, and everybody, you see? Sudden destruction as if a woman in travail, as a thief in the night. That's how it's going to hit America. You're going to be seeing these riots here, pestilence there, earthquakes there. And what are they? What are these Americans doing? They're just turning the channel. You know, they just turn the channel. Go. Oh, through the Spirit, I did a lesson earlier this month about how when the tornadoes were hitting in the Midwest, as the news anchor was broadcasting and telling them the tornadoes, you had people tweeting in saying, "Turn back to the TV show." You see, this is how America looks at judgment, looks at destruction. How Americans look at prophecy. These people can't see that this is prophecy. Blessed are your eyes for they see, and your ears for they hear. You are looking at this and saying, "Yup, this is prophecy coming to pass." These people are looking at it and say, "Yeah, whatever." You see, that's why it says, "Brethren, I have no need to write unto you." All right, because you know what's coming. You are not of the night. You are of the day. When you keep reading, that's what it goes into. All right, and that's the spirit you need to stay in. Okay, understanding that we are in the times of prophecy. Things are going to pop off. And it's going to no longer be in Venezuela, in Colombia, in Uruguay, in Libya, in Africa, in Paris, in France. It's going to be in Detroit. It's going to be in Baltimore. It's going to be in New York. It's going to be in Texas. It's going to be in California. It's going to be all through America, man. It's going to catch these people by storm. Okay? But it's coming. All right? It is coming. The spirit of revolting is in the air, man. The spirit of prophecy is in the air. Zephaniah 2:15. This is the rejoicing city that dwelt carelessly. They sit on their couch. All right, they're on their phones. They're on their. And you got countries catching hell right now throughout the world, and Americans are just driving around doing their own bitter, vain ass life, man. Judgment has to happen, and it's going to happen. You see, but these people, they are not in the know. All right, they have no idea what's coming. All right, but this is why we have to continue to watch. All right, Zephaniah 2:15. This is the rejoicing city that dwelt carelessly, that said in her heart, "I am, and there is none beside me." How is she become a desolation, a place for beasts to lie down in? Every one that passes by her shall hiss and wag her hand. That's right. And then in that video, you seen that cop hit that woman, man. Yeah, come sit down in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. That's how these nations is gonna be treating America. How that cop did to that woman. Okay, these people have no idea what's coming to America, man. All right, they don't see the average person doesn't realize we are witnessing prophecy. And I gotta read this, and I'll probably end it on this. It was just on my spirit. I had to touch. All right, on yet another riot, man. Okay, they keep coming, and it's not just people rioting against themselves. They are rioting against civil authority. They are rioting against those that are in power. All right, for nayers and sayers, man. All right, so that's serious in itself. Fighting against police. Okay, that's not a norm. All right, but it's becoming a norm. You see. Second Ezra 9:1, he answered me then and said, "Measure thou the time diligently in itself." Diligently. You got to measure this in diligence. All right. The Hebrew word for diligent is charatazah. Okay. So you have to be charatazah in your serving the Lord. All right. You also have to be a watchman as well. Okay. You have to not only watch but pray. All right. I believe it's Isaiah 62 and 6. I just want to snag that real quick. Yep, this Isaiah 62 and 6. I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. Ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence. Give him no rest till he establish, till he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth. Right? We can't give not silence, man. Okay? And you know why? Because there are things popping off nonstop. There's always something to talk about. There's always something to bring out. There's always edification that can be brought out, man. And it's always in my spirit. What can I speak about? Because there's so many things to talk about. You see, we have to be in a state of diligence, man. And real quick, let me go back to that in Thessalonian because it'll just tie all in perfectly. Just finishing off, it says 1 Thessalonians 5 and 4, but ye brethren are not in darkness, that the day should overtake you as a thief. Right, like imagine coming to camp and we tell, hey, did you see what happened? And then a brother like, no, what do you mean you don't see what happened? Are you in darkness? You see, we don't have to do that with brothers. All brothers are knowing what's going on, all right? Or if they don't know, then they just found out, you see? Because we're all in the spirit of haste and watching and prophecy. You see, all in the spirit of haste and watching and prophecy. But ye brethren are not in darkness, that day should overtake you. Right, that day, all right, the day, all right, day of judgment, day of vengeance, Jacob's trouble, that day should overtake you as a thief. Ye are all the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness. Right, and Esau came out with a movie called We Are of the Night, and it was a wicked movie. All right, but we're not of the night, we are of the day. Let's keep going. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. Let us watch and be sober. And are we not watching? All right, let's get that back. Isaiah, finish that off. Are we not watching? Well, let's finish it off because this is a prophecy. Okay, this is a prophecy. I'll just read it one more time. Isaiah 62 and 6. All right, I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. Ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silent. We're not keeping silent. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai, we are not keeping silent. And this is why we have the spirit to measure the time diligently in itself. Like, oh, do you see that? Oh, do you see that? Do you see this? Look, and that. You see? All right, so let's keep going. 2 Ezra 9 and 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest parts of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. The Lord is visiting the world which he made, man. Okay? You have who was it? Someone just got 2 feet of snow, man. Who the hell was it? It wasn't California. Oh man, it's literally escaping my mind. So much is happening, but I just read somewhere in the Midwest to East. Excuse me, somewhere in the Midwest to West Coast. All right, you brothers have probably came across it. Somewhere they received 2 inches of 2 feet of snow. All right, 2 feet of snow, record breaking. All right, and it's summertime. You see, so hey man, things are heating up. And it says, therefore, when thou shalt see earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the day that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is all that is made in the world has a beginning and and the end is manifest. You see that? The end is manifest. And this is showing you the end is manifest. All right, and these are the beginnings of sorrows, man. All right, the way your civil, look how they're gonna treat women, man. And this is just a glimpse. Okay, and these guys, all right, and these guys were running people over with their motorcycles, man. Look at this, bam. They're just hitting people with these vehicles, man. Bam. Look at that. He ran his own partner over. And the love of many shall wax cold, man. It's gonna get real cold on these streets. All right, it's gonna get nippy out here. just had to do a quick video on that, man. So, Lord's will, you brothers and few sisters were edified through the Spirit as I was. And I just want to say, call law, Yahweh Bashem Shai. With that being said, Shalom.